Well, a lot of Christians have responded, say, to the memorial by saying we're seeing revival.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's wrong.
Mm-hmm.
I reserve the term revival for those moments like the first and the second awakening, when the word is preached and the Spirit falls and there's conviction of the truth of sin and of all that needs to be put right. In other words, it's a dramatic movement of God, not of human beings. Now, you can have religious renewal and all sorts of good things that happen at various lower levels, but that's not revival. And we don't want to cheapen what's happening or cheapen revival by announcing it too soon. Now, I think behind Charlie Kirk, you have a huge pushback. Trump pushing back against the left, and now the left pushing back against Trump. So you've got a dramatic moment for Americans to think, where are we? So Charlie has accentuated that very profoundly with the emotions that surround his death. But I would say that a third key part is next year. Because 2026, the 250th anniversary, provides both a baseline, the revolution, and a benchmark today for people to say, where are we? Where is the American experiment? How's the Republic doing after 250 years? And I hope there will be leadership of a Lincoln-like stature and quality that will challenge Americans to think and use the semi-quincentennial, the ugly term, to say, where are we now? So I would think the combination of these three, but where's the leader that will do it? I mean, you and I are foreigners. I'm a great admirer of this country, but there are very few people at the highest level who are speaking out as Lincoln. Moses was a teacher to Israel. Lincoln was a teacher to America. President Reagan was a teacher to America. And what we're lacking today is a teacher. So make America great again? Fine. Now, the first person to use that was actually President Reagan, not President Trump.
Mm-hmm.
But people who support President Trump, they don't go on to say, make America great again. What made America great in the first place? And to do that, you've got to understand the first principles of the American Republic. And so that's what we need, whether it's following Charlie's death or 2026, leadership that will show us where we are, call the nation back to its best, and confess and repent the worst. And I'm part of a little initiative here in Washington, and we hope it'll go wider, of people who are calling on the day of prayer next year, which is May the 7th, for a national day of rededication. In other words, thanksgiving to the Lord, but confession to the Lord where America has not lived up to its ideals, and then rededication. But people have to know what the first principles are to which they're rededicating themselves.